Oh, we got all kinds of people. Freshwater Freak. Joel, we got Kevin here. What's up, everybody? Need to get on my phone and see if the stream's working. There's all kinds of people joining today. That's good. Got a Cheeto bag. Just throw that down there. Well, I haven't really done much with the tanks today. I just turned on the lights. They come on at 3 o'clock, and it's 3 o'clock now, so... Or at least where I am, it's 3 o'clock. Oh, we got some spiderwood action. When I do my 30-gallon long, yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to do. I'm going to do more of a wood. I mean, it's still going to be a hardscape with serious stone, but I'm going to try to use more wood. Because I just never used wood for some reason, and I always like spiderwood. I guess I could show you guys kind of an idea what kind of like my inspiration of what I want to do. Something similar. But obviously you can imagine it's going to be a 30 long, so it's going to be a little bit longer than, than tall. But I plan to do kind of just right in the middle, have like wood kind of spread out in the middle of the rock. Here, I'll kind of show you guys. See if I can find. Somebody I follow on Instagram, he has a really good scape going right now. I don't know how well. Shoot. Disappeared on me. Oh, here we go. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see if I can focus. That's honestly, this type of scape is what I wanted to do back there on this tank. But, I don't know, I just didn't get the stones to do something like this. But definitely next scape, I think I'll do, like, I would do something like this and then have, branches coming out. But the real inspiration, or if I find it, kind of like the wood idea I'm talking about. I get it wouldn't be like this, but this is kind of an idea. See how we have the wood in the middle, and it kind of just spreads out. That's that's basically what I kind of want to do next. What's up, Aquariums Unlimited? I suspended it with some fishing line to my light. That's nice. Yeah, I bet it does look good. Aquarium Cop, what's up? I have an offer for a double stand and use 20 for 45. Is it worth the price? I have a double stand and a 29 for 45 bucks. I mean, if it doesn't look bad, like if it's not like all beat up and the seals look good, yeah, that's definitely a good price for a 29. Because the 29 itself, if you just buy a regular 29, yeah, a 29 would be about 60 to 80 bucks by itself. So I mean, then if the stand's not all beat up, yeah, that's definitely a good price. I just never buy used stuff just because the risk of leaks. But if the seals look good, then yeah, that's definitely a good price. Pokemon Go. For some reason, if you always it's like, except 20 longs are so popular, like you can legit get a regular 20 for so much cheaper, like half the price, and then the 20 longs like so much more money. Cause I really like 20 longs. That's why I'm getting a 30 long. It's gonna be a rimless. It's actually the same brand as this one. Actually, the exact same tank. It's just longer, and it's 30 gallons, so 10 more gallons than what I have in here. So it would be nicer. But that won't happen in probably another year, just because it ain't gonna be in this house. I actually got a used 125 stamp from work for $50. I'm gonna resell it to be safe. For $50? I would snag that. Do you have any inverts? Inverts, no, not at the moment. I've been kind of waiting to get stuff like that, like shrimp and stuff, because if the puffer never comes for this tank, then I'll definitely do something like that. because I already have shrimp planned for this tank if the puffer does not work out. But I definitely want to get some inverts going. Most inverts are usually bottom dwellers, and the only bottom dwellers I have at the moment are auto synkless, and then, you know, the old Plecto over there. But I really like auto synkless. Plectos and auto synkless, like auto synkless I use to, you know, for brown algae and stuff, but Plectos, and I guess, yeah, autos too. I mean, I just like them just because they look cool. Like, especially Plectos, I just buy them because I use them as an actual fish. Like, most people buy them just to clean, which in reality they don't really clean that much. But I just like the look of Plectos. I think they're cool. Oh, you like my new plant? I think you're talking about the new Java fern, but I'm assuming. But yeah, I like it. I like it too. I think it looks good. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys in a second. I have a 20 extra high some years ago. It was basically the same with two 10-gallons stacked on top of each other. Yeah, that's usually how it is. For me, I never really like high tanks just because they're more of a pain to do with. But they aren't bad. I just like having more width or length, whatever you want to call it. Autos are underrated. They're great fish. I mean, yeah, if you want to get rid of brown algae, that's legit your only option. I mean, shrimp do well, but autos are like the goats of brown algae. But I like auto synkless. I actually like them just to keep them. I think in here, I'm going to get a school of like 15 in here. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or at least do 10, at least get a dozen at the most, and then do like 10 in the other tank. My Plectos of Corys eat all of the trash on the floor. They are mid and top dwellers. Great system. But, let me go back. Yeah, aquarium limited, like the inverts, yeah, I looked at cherry shrimp, but I think I'm gonna go with more expensive shrimp, and I can show you guys real quick on the computer. The only person I really trust right now to buy shrimp just because they're so expensive is Flip Aquatics. He usually has a good variety, if I could talk variety, and then he has a little bit more rare stuff too. I don't know why, I just like the super rare stuff. I have a school of 7 in my 20 long. Heck yeah. Yeah, they're pretty sensitive just because they're wild caught. Usually, I'm surprised only one died. Usually more than that die. For me, at least a fourth of them die usually. So if you have like 10, or yeah, if you have like 10, usually like 2 of them die, maybe 2 or 3 if you have like something like that. Like they usually not a lot die, but usually they're pretty fragile usually. But most of mine survived. I think only 2 died when I bought mine back when. I think the worst fish for me is like rummy noses. Half of them will easily die, no matter what I do. Oh, here we go. See, aquarium limiteds. I'll show you. I'll show you how JJ Aquarium rolls. That's what I'm thinking. Let me switch you guys around. So I'll Flip Aquatics right here. See, I say we go all out or nothing. Oh, he's all out of these. Dang. But these are the metallic purple shrimp. Angels are spawning right now. Oh, that's sweet. I haven't really had anything spawn. I mean, mostly because I don't. I never actually tried. You know, like right now, I'm not trying to breed anything, but I've never just had anything really breed much ever. But I definitely need to get into breeding some stuff. Got a huge belly that lasted 2 weeks. And they're pretty cool. But these ones, he's all out right now, so that sucks. But look at these suckers. 500 a piece. Wait, I don't think they're a piece. Hold on, let me see how many you get. Yep, I think they're 500 a piece. I thought he got a little bundle with them. 500 a shrimp. People would flip if I... Let me show you my other ideas too. See, everybody knows with me, it's, you know, we go all out if we're gonna do something. To be realistic though, I don't know if he's mostly all out of these things. See, he has bids on these shrimp. These are the red galaxies. You get a pair of them. Now this would be kind of cool if when I start breeding, if I get a pair of a pair of these, which they cost a lot because they're a breeding pair, but look, you get $800, and you can actually bid on them too. See, they're actually current bid at $300, and see, if I bought those right now for $800, I could basically have a breeding pair of super rare fish. But definitely not something I want to do right now, but that will definitely happen. Buy some really expensive shrimp. Then I'm going to get a pair of zebra plectos too. In the 30 gallon, I plan to have a pair of zebra. I think I can get a pair for about 800 too. Maybe 600, it depends. I think I know a guy that I can get pretty cheap pair from that can actually breed too, that, you know, I trust. My tank is worth 900. That's what I'm saying. What's in the tank is worth more than the whole thing around it. It is for sure a lot of dough. Go ahead and get a new camera too, then. Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't. Okay, like, yeah, this is a computer, but this is not mine. This is, you know, the school owns this computer, so I'm like allowed to use it all the time, but you know, I don't get to keep it for life. And so I technically don't have a computer or a camera. Now, what you guys always see filmed on is either my, you know, my really good tablet, and I do all my thumbnails from my phone and stuff, but I film with my good tablet. So I don't have that's why you never see editing and stuff for mine, because I have no clue how to do any of that. I put an intro in, that's about it. Also because I don't know how, but yeah, once I get, I think by the time next year, or at least before, you know, I'm out of school, I need to see if I can at least get a laptop first, and then work out some cameras and see what I can do. I have a camera that I think I really like, so just need a... So if you look at... I mean, I'm assuming you guys know what zebra plectos are, but I'm just gonna... They're kind of like the king of like all freshwater fish. But there's actually a guy that I know, but I wouldn't really trust eBay that much. Yeah, well, I have an editing app and I actually paid for it, and it's actually really good. But it's just like I have no clue. Like it's nothing like the computer, you know, like what do you call them? I'm blanking out, but you know, most of the computer editing softwares are way more, you know, I guess you say high tech than, like, you know, the apps, because usually the apps they might be a couple dollars. They don't do as much as, because the one I have, it does basically a lot of things. You can put up words, but you can't like put, like, I would like to put pictures on the screen and stuff, and I can't do that with this app. But I did pay for my app, and it just helps me merge files together and put an intro in. That's about all. But it does a lot of different stuff. I just don't know how it works. But yeah, I'll plan to get a pair of Zeroplectos and start breeding them. This guy is pretty good. That's a pretty cool coloration. But I'm over here playing games. Is very easy and simple if you want. It's also free. Aquabid. You know, people always tell me to go to Aquabid for all my stuff, but I never find anything there. Like they never have any rare stuff. Like, people told me to go find my Amazon puffer there, and I try to find all kinds of stuff there, and I never find anything. And plus, there's no pictures, so that's what kind of makes me not want to buy. But that's just my take on it. Probably shaking the camera way too much, but I like my sweet background. I think this is Alaska. But there's a guy on Instagram. I've been talking to him. He actually sells like usually like once a year he sells a couple pairs of Zeroplectos that breed, and he usually sells them for pretty cheap. I mean, they're not cheap, but I mean usually for about $400 you can get a pair, which is like an amazing deal. Because if you think about it, once they breed, at least, you know, if they do breed, you can easily make your money back. But there's something else. Let's go to YouTube. Let's check out some stuff real quick. I need to put this thing down. Time to do some ghetto setuping. Actually, I could probably. That work? But after I check out my channel real quick, I'll show you guys the 20 yelling. Just want to check something. Yeah, angelfish are actually not that, you know, some people say it's hard to breed them, but really not that bad to breed. At least, you know, difficult wise. I mean, my local fish stores, like this one fish store that I'm by, I mean, they suck so bad, but yet they can breed all kinds of stuff. Like they have some of the worst setups I've ever seen. Man, I'm racking up the views. So you know what I always never got is, like, my channel, like, yeah, it has a good amount of subscribers, 432 at the moment. But like most channels will have more subscribers than me, but never have like the views. Like for some reason I always have double the views than everybody else. But I'd rather have subscribers though, to be honest. I guess views are probably more important though. But there's like, it's like some people could say like there's a video on here that I don't really have any videos that blowing up. I mean, I have these two. They're close to 10K, but most of my videos don't even, you know, they get around a couple hundred views, maybe. It's kind of hard to explain how I have more views than some of these people that are way better than me and have like actual good setup, camera setups, and to actually edit their videos. It's hard to breed, but guppies are super easy. Just put them in a tank. Yeah, guppies, especially like mollies, live-barriers, they'll just breed with nothing in the tank. Yeah, I was looking at your channel, Aquarium Limited. That's one of the things I was like, man, most of you guys are better than me. At least, you know, actually making video wise. Like, you guys can actually make videos compared to me. Like, I'm probably like the worst at it. The only thing good about me is my thumbnails. I can do some pretty good thumbnails, but like my videos aren't bad. Like, I give out the information, and that's basically the most important thing. I give out the right information, but like, just how I film and everything, sit there and talk. Like, most people find that boring, but it's, you know. But just started making videos. Yeah, I was bad too. Actually, let's have some fun right now. Hold on. Let's go to my oldest videos. This will be fun. I've been on YouTube for about 3 years. My first video under a 10-gallon aquarium. Yeah, it's pretty sweet when I hit 100,000 views. I made a whole video about it. But this wasn't my first tank, but this was my first like tank everybody saw on YouTube. Yeah, I won't ever stop YouTube. I mean, I'll probably, by the time I graduate, I'll hit 1,000 subs. I know that for a fact. By the rate I'm going, I guess I could say. I mean, to be honest, I mean, the filter setup wasn't good, but I ended up changing it to a better filter. But everything else, I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, it's childish looking, but it's not a bad setup. I had some dwarf cichlids in there. I had a couple in there. And actually, my first plecto, which is in the big tank right now, he was in this tank. Oh yeah, that's the main part of all of us having YouTube channels. We all like to share what we do, and you know, if I didn't have YouTube, you guys wouldn't. That 20-gallon behind me wouldn't even exist. I mean, I set up that tank for you guys. I saved up all the money. I saved up about over $1,000 to do that tank. So I mostly did that for YouTube. I didn't do that for myself really, because without YouTube, more than likely I would not have never set up that tank. But yes, I'm trying to get. Yeah. Okay. This was like. This is basically the last time you guys saw the 10-gallon on my channel. And if you look at it, I actually redecorated it. I put, instead of a coral reef decoration, I actually did a log. And to be honest, this isn't that bad. I mean, yeah, the colors are a little but like, this setup was not bad at all. Like, the look of it was better than what most beginners had. Oh, this is cringy right here, watch this. I had a little autism moment and like flew off the glass. I was moving the magnet way too fast. I looked so dumb doing that. I was trying to look through the camera at the same time. I actually still have that. It's actually right here. I have 3 years later, I'm still using the same magnet. But if you look at it, yeah, it honestly looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Look at them cichlids though. I missed them. Those are some cool fish. But look, I had bubbles coming up through the log. Like, we all have to agree, that was not a bad setup. And I still got the same decorations. Kill me. And that's kind of funny, I kind of want to show that. But you guys can go on my channel, look at the history of DJ Aquariums. There's actually a whole video of me just going through my channel like this, and it's just pretty funny to watch. When I first started talking, I was actually pretty loud. Like, I was actually loud and clear. Now I'm just like half asleep when I do my videos. That was a disappointing. I took so much time to make these videos. Part 1 and 2, how to use the master kit. I spent so much time on those videos, and look at the views. 1 year later. It got no views. That was probably like the most time I spent in working on a video. It got absolutely nothing. This is, you know, when I first got the skate for that tank. And hey, what's up? This was actually when we were on the lake last year, if you guys were still with me by the time. This was our boat at the time. I titled it The Loudest Boat Speakers. We had these color changing speakers. I would turn it up, but I might get some music copyright. I don't know how well you guys can see we're kind of on the lake. It's kind of nighttime. Let me click on the other video. But our boat was like super cool. We actually built it ourselves. It was all custom, tri-tune. Whenever we do fishing again, and go on vacation, I'll try to video fishing more often. Because, you know, it's kind of related to aquariums. But yeah, we had a really nice boat. And those speakers, like, you could hear those speakers across the whole lake. And this is actually one of the cleanest lakes on planet Earth. Right here. I really don't know how some lakes are cleaner than others, but yeah, this, what was that? Some fish jumping. But I miss being on the lake. Like, this is sunrise right here. All that shot. But that's all. But I wish I did get videos of me catching stuff. Look at that big old boat. Oh, I actually used some editing? What? But let's see. Moving my bluegill into the 20 this week. I used to keep bluegill. Actually, if I go back to the my first videos, there was actually bluegill at the beginning of my channel. I really got into it like a year ago. I bet he'll like it. But put my cards up. Use my. Which one, Kevin's? Is there a certain one you want to see? Thanks for hosting, Stranger. Those shrimp are super cool. Have fun. We'll see Aquarium Unlimited. If you guys aren't subbed to him, definitely check him out. Get him some views too. But Tank's actually rummy noses. I still got quite a bit. They're doing pretty good. You can see 3 right here. This one looks like a little straggler, looks skinny, but he's been eating, so sometimes they get a disease and get sick and get really skinny like that. Kind of like when humans die, they get real skinny and they just lose all their fat. That's kind of like what happens to fish, and I think that's what's happening to him. I'm not sure though. I have to watch it. But my new thing of big old Java from back there. But Koi Angel's doing good. Still small though. You know, he's not even big as my pinky, honestly. Little baby. See, I need to get autos back in this tank because, see, the brown algae is back on my S-Repins and I need to get rid of it. See, all the brown algae is like building up on my sand bed. So I need to get the rummy noses back in here. Or I need to buy some more and put like a good dozen in each tank. But a dozen in that 20 gallon will do so much damage. In a good way. But Delta's doing good. This one just keeps popping up. It keeps pushing up my lid. I'm afraid it's gonna flood one day. But push it through. Then you got the fluval light. But yeah, and then you got my new Java fern in this tank right here. I need to break a rock and put a rock right there, but I haven't done it yet. I might do that after this stream. S-Repin's looking good. The carpet's coming in. The roots of the Anubias are almost in the substrate, because when you stick a plant that can't be in the substrate and the ribosome has to be above the substrate, you know, you usually stick it between rocks or a wood, and eventually the roots will seep down between the rocks. That's why I always recommend putting a space so the roots can actually go down to the substrate, and it'll actually really enhance the growth of the plant. So these ones right here, I don't know if you can see it, but the roots are almost to the substrate. They're like, actually this one is actually in the substrate down here. It's like basically touching it, so that's why this Anubias looks a lot better than that one. But you know, the Bakota, it's coming back. You know, it started off all brown, and you can see the you know, there's new growth coming in, so all those will die off and the new ones will come in. But it doesn't look great right now, but it's just a waiting game. But you know, if we stand back, tank doesn't look that bad. Got that nice surface agitation going. I always like when there's like perfect agitation evenly. But mostly because the skimmer really helps with that. Every time I want to clean the sides of it, I just like push it down and let it float back up. Little tip. But then also I just wrapped around the wires and Velcro my sensor to the side like that. Kind of keeps it looking neat. Then a little out. I need to get a new one. That one's so weak now. It doesn't really scrub very well. But pinky filter and all my filtration. I need to upgrade the filters sometime here. And then probably one of the newest things for equipment wise, not sponge filter, but the sponge intake. Doing real good. Definitely like it. Definitely like having it on there because it keeps the pipes real clean, and serves an extra little filtration and biological. But tank don't look that bad. I'm really hoping the carpet will come in by the time we move, but most likely I'm gonna have to tear it up anyways, and we'll just have to replant the whole tank. But it's whatever. What food do I use? I got the good stuff. No, got the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green, and then if I can. Oh yeah, bug bites. Bug bites are, whoa! It never focuses like that. But yeah, bug bites. I have them too. Actually, we'll do a feeding in a second. We'll actually feed the fish. We'll actually feed some bug bites. Or what should we feed? You guys vote. Oh, I don't think I could type on here, but okay, vote right in the comments. So should we feed bug bites or frozen food? I think I have bloodworms, and I have yeah, I think I have mysis shrimp too, but I think I'll just feed frozen bloodworms. But you guys can choose. Actually, we might feed on bug bites in this tank because there's not a lot of fish, and we'll do bloodworms in the big tank. How about that? Well, everybody will get their frozen bloodworms. Okay, we'll do both anyways, but we'll do frozen bloodworms for the big tank. That's more fun to watch. I won big with the bug bites contest list. Oh yeah, you did win it. You lucky. You can send some of that supplies over to JJ Aquariums. Help a brother out. If I would have won that, I would have been doing all kinds of stuff. But heck yeah, 2,500. I mean, to be honest, like, I don't know. I think I'd mostly buy. I don't know, really. I'd probably buy a bunch of filters, and I would definitely try to buy tanks, but I don't know what it's like all that money, and I don't even know what I would do with it, honestly. That's so much. I would definitely spend it all, though. I'd find a way. I'd probably get a bunch of stuff for backup, like 50 filters, 50 heaters. Yeah, that's what I do. I just buy it just because I have the money. I'd buy probably those really nice fluval kits that come with the stand tanks, because I really like those. I'd probably get a couple for like a reef tank or something. But I'm gonna go get the frozen food for you guys. So I'll be gone for like 20 seconds. You can count. Okay, we got the merchandise. Frozen bloodworms. Let me sit you guys down real quick. Okay. Tons of heaters. I'd buy a new grow. I got 2 fluval edges, one 60 on 112. Yeah, a lot of those nano tanks are really nice by fluval. I bet you fluval purposely didn't want me to win. They purposely put my name down and said, do not let this man win. They already knew I'd be doing all kinds of stuff with that money. Like, can I just have a check? God, trying to move, make some space. Okay. Can you mail that me into cash? Okay, so I'm gonna do. How do I do this? It was actually harder than it sounded to figure out exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah, that'd be me too. I don't have no clue what I would be doing. So basically, you just take a stab at it. Okay, I cannot do this with the. Hold up. I'll flip that camera around. Oh, we're getting dangerous now. We got knives out. Should we feed the whole stick? No, we want half. That's too much food. For my tank, at least. Well, we'll do like 3/4. How about that? Okay. Somehow, I don't think a cash out was an option. That'd be funny if it was. They probably wanted you to buy fish stuff, because they already know we'd probably be buying all kinds of random stuff if we put cash. Every time I walk to a fish store, I could spend hours in there. Oh, I easily spend all day in there. Okay, let me pick up this camera. Whoa. Got a little bit of a slice. We just dumped it in there. Where's that? Oh, there it goes. It's already melting. That 80-degree water probably really melts it fast. Well, let the koi have some. Jesus. You would think the biggest fish would take the food first, but the biggest fish in this tank is like shy to even eat. Are you gonna grab it? Well, the good thing is if the little piece falls down. Actually, I'll probably feed the whole thing now that that happened. The plecto will eat the rest. See if we can hand feed it. Hello. Oh no! Did I drop it? Oh no, I got it. Hello. Let's see if we can hand feed this. Usually I can hand feed my plecto. I don't know about the rest of the fish. And my koi, I can hand feed those too. Hello. Anybody home? Oh, they're just doing it because their camera's in the way. They always eat on my hand. Man, you guys are boring. We'll just let it spread around. But I can usually get all of them to eat out of my hand. Whoa, that's a lot of bloodworms. Well, the plecto will probably eat most of it up. Got Big Daddy over there. That dude's like an old dude compared to him. In plecto years, he's old. But I've had this bloodworms for about a couple months. Actually, probably more than that. And I've only used one row. I have all these rows to still use. I just feed like a big variety of food, so I never get to everything. I also have clams on the half for my puffer, but I might just waste my money on that food because it might never come. I have some live brine shrimp. Oh yeah, any live food, fish are gonna go nuts for. That's for sure. Now that I got this big old bush of Java fern back here, should I keep this plant right here? I think I want to get rid of it now. It serves no purpose, honestly. Well, not any purpose, but it doesn't look good right there. I kind of like it though. It gives kind of shade. The fish or the plecto? Because a plecto will eat kelp. Regular fish, if you dice it up, yeah, they'll eat it. But plectos will eat it just how it is. But yeah, if you dice anything up, they'll eat it. Look how fat all the fish are. That might have been a little too much. Look at these pork chops over here. Look how fat they are. Does the koi fish have a fat belly? Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, plectos will definitely eat kelp. I actually feed I actually feed kelp to plectos. I think I still have some. Yeah, look at them rubbing noses. They're looking a little overweight, but everybody just ate. Well, with this big feeding, I probably won't have to feed them for a good while, probably a good 4 days. I won't have to feed these fish. I usually only feed twice a week, which sounds crazy, but I usually feed, you know, quite a bit. Not a lot, but like, you know, where their stomachs are full, and I don't want to get them bloated. And I've had fish get bloated all the time, so feeding twice a week is actually perfectly fine. And plus, they eat so much stuff off the tank already, like the plecto and stuff, so feeding them twice a week is more than enough for these fish. You see how big their stomachs are. Their stomachs are going to be that big for quite a while. And so you don't want to feed them anymore until that stomach goes down. Until that stomach goes down, then you can feed them again. You don't want to you definitely want to feed them more than that. But yeah, they eat all kinds of good food. They get the best food there is. That's a good fish don't need to eat. Yeah, with my experience, fish don't ever need to eat every day. I mean, it just depends what fish you got, though. If you got, like, a huge fish, you know, you got some monster fish going on, then, yeah, you want to feed every day. But with these small fish, 2 or 3 times a week at the most. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, too. Most people do overfeed. But got some texting action. I guess we can go feed them. Overfeeding, like if you look at the neons right now, see how big their stomachs are. If they're that's basically overfed right there. I mean, their stomachs shouldn't be that. See how lumpy that is. See how down it goes. I kind of overfed them right there. So you don't need your fish to have that big. It can really hurt them if their stomachs are that expanded. You don't want to do that. If you see that, then you're overfeeding. Like me, I just threw a whole stick in there because of the stream, but you never want to do that. There's the koi. Hello. But just, you know, you just want to feed them to where they have a slight stomach, but you don't want it, you know, you don't want them looking like Fat Albert or something. You don't want them to be super big after feeding. But if you do, it's fine. You just don't want to do that all the time. Okay. We got that bug bites. You guys want to be in the S ribbons? Yeah, that's why, look at all that dust. I'll just move it right here. Yeah, this food and frozen bloodworms, and I feed mysis shrimp, frozen mice shrimp. I feed Norfin. I feed this. I have a food for every day of the week. But bug bites, I use the community for tropical for small fish. What I like to do is you get your finger, dip it in there, get all the fish excited coming up to the surface. Get it wet and then barely tap into the top so you get a little bit, and then kind of just spread it. There's not many fish in here just because these fish are just in here for cycling, but the tank is cycled now, so really, yeah, I mean, to be honest, yes, what you're looking at is all that's in the tank. There's auto sinkless in here, and there's only one neon tetra, one black neon, one glow light, and there's like basically one fish. There's one of each species, which, yeah, they need to be in groups, but this is not their permanent home. They'll all go back with their friends over here, and surprisingly they do. Oh, what's up? They surprisingly do really well together. My fish never, you would think they do way better in groups, which they do, but for some reason my fish, they don't even care. They'll group up with other fish in school with them. Like all those fish, like they're over there, I'm watching them right now, they're all just swimming together. So I mean, they never get, I guess, disappointed, but they'll all eventually go back. Got something new. What do you feed your algae eaters other than algae, of course? Well, there's not many algae in this tank. I mean, there's some brown spotted, but that's about it. Some other things I'll feed is if there's leftover of this, they'll eat that. And if I go in my closet here, secret stash. Hierarchy. This one's very good. It's really small, so it's really good. Just to fill up their stomachs. This is really good. I usually use it about once a week. And then I also, from Northfin, I have a little thing of kelp wafers, 14 millimeters. I'm almost out of these, but this is like probably the most premium plecto food I have. This is usually pretty expensive. This little bag costs about $5, but I don't feed that very often. Usually about once a month. It's usually it's not really a treat, but it's it's definitely better for them, I guess you could say. Bloodworms are gonna melt. See if you guys can move around. Put all this stuff. Yeah, most schooling fish school together. Well, at least in my experience. All that plecto action. I always get veggie algae wafers, but I break them apart. I don't throw the entire. Yeah, same. I mean, usually I just put the whole thing there, but sometimes I will divide it. It is better for them. Oh, zoom in. No, focus. Please. Alright. Well, there he goes. But, what you guys saying? But I only have 20 or so. Yeah, I plan to get more neons and ruby noses. I kind of want to get at least a dozen of everything. That's what I try to do, but a lot of them died off from. Most of these are wild caught, so it wasn't as surprising, but I didn't get as much as I wanted to, so I'm gonna buy more. Man, that pork chop is fat. See, this is overfeeding, guys. I mean, obviously I can't control how much one fish eats, but like that, look how big its stomach is. Like you don't want to do that, but it's perfectly fine. He just won't eat for a good amount of time until he burns. Yeah, my plecto, he's not really camera shy. I mean, he'll sometimes be, but he's not too bad. My Koi's camera shy though, but if he doesn't see it, he'll definitely get in the shot. But see if we can get a cool shot of him. No, the S-Repins are too tall. Got a little bloodworm right there. But yeah, bug bites I really like bug bites. Really good food. way healthier too for your fish. But I noticed with frozen brine shrimp, I can overfeed corals very easy. Gotta be, yeah, any frozen food, it's really hard because it's so compact that when it goes to, you know, dissolve, yeah, it's always way more than you think it is. But see if the Plecto's over here. What you doing? See if he'll move. We'll see if he gets closer. But yeah, you're looking at a grandpa fish right there. But, whoa. Oh, why does it keep moving? Why does it keep... can you zoom out? Let me fix this. There we go. But I might not be on for much longer, probably a couple more minutes. Basically did everything I want to do, and we had a little discussion, so that's about all I planned. Get some glow light action. Oh yeah, plant tanks, there's always algae. There's always algae. I mean, you cannot say there's not going to be algae. There's always algae. No question about it. But gotta see if we can auto sync this. See if we can get a little cool shot of him. But basically all. But thanks for everybody for coming out. You know, we had a good amount of people here today, so it made it more fun and entertaining. But you know, gotta get that famous shot of the 20. Let me snatch my phone. I gotta get this sexy shot of it. But I guess other than that, if you guys want to, you know, support me, you can go to any of my videos. They'll be in the description below, where you can donate. Everybody go subscribe to each other if you haven't. And other than that, like, comment, subscribe. And this will also be uploaded to YouTube, so hello to everybody. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see everyone on the next one.